Hey guys, it's Pursuing Bunnies, and we're back with Day Warp.
So last route, I'm not gonna lie, really nothing happened.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess we found out a little bit more about Lynn's. We found out a lot more about Janet.
yeah, she still annoys me. Like that didn't change.
Yeah,
It didn't even make me more sympathetic to her. Like, she still annoys me. Um,
yeah,
so
because,
I
I
don't know.
mean, I guess she's only a freshman in college, but she's been out of her parents' control for how long now, and it actually, in a way, reminded me of a character of a different game. It reminded me of Heejung from Dandelion,
Oh
which
my gosh, yes.
although Heejong was even more frustrating, I think.
In one of the routes, anyway. We have
Oh
not
goodness.
played that game, so don't bother looking for it.
Yeah, we just watched a playthrough.
I mean, at least not for us. There are other people that have played it. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
So, in any case, let's just jump on into this.
Alright. It's late. I should be getting to bed shortly. I just can't relax. There's less than 24 hours to go before Linz's experiment concludes. Tomorrow he creates the energy pulse designed to drag a departed soul back into its barely living body. Hey, we actually get to know about the procedure now that we're talking to Linz.
Great.
At least so he says. In terms of science, as I know it, I believe he's trying to jumpstart the falling electrical systems of a damaged brain. It could work, or it could destroy what tissue was left. Even though they know the risk, can Nathaniel and Albin avoid blaming Linz if it all goes wrong?
Does it matter? They're not really friends.
Yeah, that's true. And Linz gets to leave as soon as force fields are down.
Right.
Because it's not like he lives here.
Right.
I don't know if I could bring myself to throw that switch. To kill someone, even if I was trying to help them. How do you go on after that? Is this going to be an issue?
By the way, Janet, now I know absolutely for certain that you should not be a doctor because sometimes they have to make those choices that are this person may not live, but they're definitely not going to live if I don't do this.
Yeah, and sometimes they have to make that choice real quick.
Yeah.
So find another career, honey. I'm not a religious person. That doesn't mean I'm an atheist either. I don't know what's really out there. Maybe there is a God. Maybe there is somewhere we go after we die. Maybe my ancestors were right and our souls are reborn into new bodies until we transcend our desire for earthly pleasures. Or maybe the earthly pleasures are all we'll ever have, and once it's over, it's over.
Janet.
I love how it says voice, but it had Rafael's
I
head
know,
there.
that made it easier for me though.
It's never done that before. Rafael runs up to me and grabs a hold of my hands.
Please come, I need your help.
Uh-oh, is this the scene with Linz?
Probably.
Again.
Probably.
We get this again on his route. What is it? What's wrong?
It's Linz, he fell.
Oh gosh. His hand on my arm is warm and damp as he guides me along.
He took something more than alcohol and he was wandering around and he fell down the stairs to the basement.
Oh, Linz.
I can't tell if he's alright and I don't know if it's safe for him to move and you're the closest thing we have to a doctor otherwise. And that is awful.
Yay.
That a freshman in college is the
closest thing you have to a doctor.
Okay, whatever. Go with it.
You're not screwed. Yes, you are. I don't know what's happened, but it doesn't sound good. He could have broken bones or be unconscious or worse. To my relief, I see Lynn sitting on the landing, leaning against a wall. His eyes are open and there's nothing obviously bent the wrong way. What happened to you?
Fell, hit my head, but I'm fine.
His speech does sound a bit slurred, though. Let me look. His pupils are somewhat dilated, but they're equal in size, which should rule out the worst possibilities. I poke at his fingers and feet. Feel that?
That's not how I want to touch.
Oh gosh. But do you feel it?
Yes.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Who?
Who's the president?
President of what?
Alright. Who's the Prime Minister of Atlanta?
Ferraro.
Did you black out at all when you fell?
Maybe just a sec, but I'm fine. Is he okay?
I think he's just drunk, or high, or whatever. I can't see any obvious problems. But I'm not a doctor, you know, I can't be sure.
Wanna play doctor?
What does that mean?
I don't think. No, I think the answer we can just rule into being no, and
no. Hush you. What's he on anyway? Allergy meds? Surely he knows better than to mix antihistamines and alcohol.
it's something he makes himself.
Oh yeah, joy. You're on designer drugs? Don't you know how dangerous that is?
I'm a chemist. Experiments.
The doctor who treats himself is a fool for a patient.
What about taste your own medicine?
It's not safe. You could fry your brain.
I cook safe drugs. No problems. Unless you fall down the stairs.
Yeah. You fell down the stairs.
Thank you, Janet.
For being reasonable.
Please, what do we do now?
Well, he did hit his head and possibly black out, and he's clearly not himself. The best thing I can suggest is to give him some water and get him to bed and check him every hour or so to be sure he can still wake up and know his name.
Now, you want to go to bed with me?
I roll my eyes. Come on, you get his other side. We can't let him fall down and hit his head again. Who knows what we might end up with. We weren't 100% happy of what we had in the beginning.
Yeah, but let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Right.
Together, Rafael and I support Linz up the stairs. And into bed.
There's nothing wrong. I'm fine.
You rest. I turn to Rafael. Wake him up every hour or two and make sure his brain is still operating.
Me? But aren't you staying?
It's late. I was planning on going to bed. If I stay here to look after Linz, I won't get any sleep. Oh, should Janet stay?
Huh. Well.
I wish I had saved before this point.
Well, we haven't really spent a whole lot of time, but I'd say that yes is probably the right answer.
I would think so, but I mean, just in case the game throws us a curveball, I wish I would have saved.
Yeah.
But
hard to say. But you know, we are doing both.
Yeah. Raphael came to me for help. He needs me. Linz needs me. The only reason I'm even thinking of walking away is because I'm angry at Linz for doing this to himself, for making me worry. And pretending not to care is not a very mature way to deal with the situation. Of course I'll stay. We turn the lights down so Linz can rest and sit on the floor beside his bed. Of course, we have to stay awake ourselves, so we keep talking with our voices low. So, how long have you been living with Linz?
A couple of years now, I guess.
What? But I thought you were only 18.
That's right.
Is 16 considered adult in Atlanta?
I'm not from Atlanta.
He sighs.
I was on the streets in Amarillo and I was sick. Linz took me in because I had nowhere else to go. He took care of me. He saved my life.
Wow.
Why are you surprised? Linz is a good person.
I know that. I surprise myself as I say it because it's true. Linz is a flirt and a brat and a tease, but he wouldn't harm someone deliberately or force them to do something they didn't want to do.
He lets me stay with him because he knows that it's what it's like to be alone. His mother died when he was my age, and he doesn't have any other family.
What happened to her?
I think she overdosed on Sofor. Sofor?
Some sort of drug. And he still takes drugs?
Not opiates.
the difference. Does he do things like this often? Get drunk or drugged up and hurt himself?
He doesn't hurt himself. This was an accident. It was bad luck. It could have happened even if he were sober. He's careful. He always warns me if he's trying something new. He's made himself sick a few times, but never anything serious, and he never gets violent.
But he does this a lot? Why?
Lens takes things to relax and have fun or to give himself ideas.
What about you? Do you take this stuff?
I don't think it's right for me.
But you let Linz do it.
It's not my place to tell him what to do. He knows what's right for him. I just wish.
What?
Sometimes I wish he wouldn't bring so many different people home.
Oh. Okay.
Awkward.
Yep. To bed, you mean?
Yes, that. Lens meets a lot of strange people. Some of them are nice. Some of them are scary. I'm worried he's going to get into trouble someday. He won't look after himself. I have to remind him to eat and sleep. If I didn't clean up after him, he never would.
Makes me wonder what kind of state his house was in when he brought Rafael. Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. He takes a lot of risky jobs, too. And I love him, and I'm scared that...
You love him?
Not like that! Keep your voice down!
I had a feeling that was coming when Raphael's cut off. We glance up at the bed, but Lens isn't stirring. I think he's asleep. I hope so, anyway.
I care about him a lot. He is my angel. He saved me.
But you don't love him that way.
I'm not sure. Okay, then. It doesn't matter anyway. He's not interested. I've seen him flirt with all kinds of people, but never me.
I find it hard to imagine that Lens wouldn't be at least a little interested. Raphael's sweet and caring and incredibly pretty. Maybe he says very seriously not... Well, I don't know, because it's been implied that... I think at one point it was sort of said that Lens has sort of had that kind of relationship with another guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe he's just like, this is sort of like my kid.
Maybe. There we go.
I'm not smart enough for him. I never even finished high school. He needs somebody like you. You're smart and you're kind and you're not into anything dangerous. I'd be happy if he stayed with you.
I'm not sure how I feel about him now or how he feels about me. I grew up being told that anyone who takes drugs is stupid or selfish or suicidal. I don't know if I can get past that. I don't know if I can walk away either. Maybe I should have stuck to my original plan and avoided getting emotionally involved with Lens. Well...
Too late now.
Yep. So, you two met in El Dorado 2 years ago, and you've been together ever since?
That's right.
Is it allowed for teenagers from one country to live in another?
Not exactly. Lynn's made up some papers for me.
He forged documents?
Just a little bit.
So,
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know, if he was willing to risk jail to smuggle you over the border to keep you with him, I'm pretty sure that means he likes having you around.
It wasn't a big deal. He does that sort of thing anyway.
Yeah, but still, why would you bother if you didn't...
Yeah, if I didn't want you around, it'd be really easy just to be like, oh, guess you can't come.
Bye. Sounds like a big deal to me.
I'm sure he'll get you and Bradley papers, too.
He said he'd help us find a way home to our world. So I might be spending time with Lens while we search, but if we find the way back, I'll be gone.
Do you think you'll find it?
I don't know.
I don't know, we may not end up in your world, because at least in one of the routes we didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was one of Albin's routes, like where he died.
And then they all ended up in... one of the routes they ended up in their world, but in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 20 years in the future.
So...
Anyway.
Interesting stuff. We're going to end this episode here because that was like chock full of plot.
Yeah, okay, so thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.